my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Let me start this next segment by reading this quote for you. People do not decide their futures. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. Let that sink in. If you applied the same philosophy to your money and consciously decided to build healthier financial habits today, can you imagine what your future, what your children's future might look like? And how to guide us on our journey towards making better money choices is the Executive for Financial Wellness and Advisory at NEDBANK, Dr. Frank Magwegwe. Doc.
Thank you.
So good to have you
in the studio. Awesome to be here.
Well, you match our energy, sir.
Thank you.
Because you are purpose-driven.
Absolutely.
And the purpose could not be more important. I'm going to break this down. I'm going to oversimplify. Money coming in, money coming out.
Indeed.
How do we get more in and reduce the amount going out? Is it as simple as that equation?
Well, not as simple as that, but what we do at NEDBANK is try to empower the consumer and make them feel as if it's very simple. You would know now how challenging the economic environment is. How interest rates have gone up. Anybody with a car loan, anybody with a home loan, really
Personal
struggling.
loan, yeah.
Personal loan. And often what happens is during times like that, we pack our goals as individuals. We say, I can't reach my goals. Too much is going out. I don't have enough coming in.
Pause.
And that is why your idea, how you intro of financial habits becomes absolutely critical. The habit to track your finances. What's going on in this account? And that's what we've done at Net by launching this My Goals transactional account that takes into account. It's tough, but we are here to walk the journey with you.
There are principles, and I think this is it. Often when you're looking at the mountain, it's difficult to imagine yourself at the top. Don't imagine that. Imagine the first step.
Baby steps, absolutely.
What is that first step? And maybe the notion of saving, is it the same as spending less? Saving.
Well, you may get to the same end goal, but it's different. The amazing thing about the human brain and habits is that when we process goals phrased as negative, we feel we don't have the energy to do it.
Yeah.
So when we say spend less, the brain processes it as losing. I'm not spending on the things that I want to
do.
Less control, a budget, something that is inconveniencing me. When we say save, I'm putting aside money because for my dream holiday. Yeah. I'm putting aside money because I want to have deposit to buy a car or whatever it is. So we make it to the same end goal, but when you phrase it as you are saving towards something and we name it, this is my little account for that dream trip, for my man care, for my Nintendo.
I love it. Are you just fishing for Father's Day? I think you're just putting just a few little things on the list. Yes. I love that. But it is vitally important that you motivate yourself daily, not just with little kind of simple things that you add on, but with those deeper core things that matter to you. I absolutely get that. So many of us are struggling under the weight of debt. Yes. I think COVID resulted in a lot of debt in various formats for a lot of people.
Indeed.
Do we focus on that? Tackle the debt, maybe just press pause on some of those bigger goals for a second. Do we save? Where would your heart be right now? Because I know the numbers are changing constantly.
Absolutely.
What is the right way to approach debt in the current climate?
And what a powerful question, because we know as NEDBANK that many South Africans are struggling to keep up with debt payments.
Sure.
And so for us, the starting point is really to say we are a bank that does good for society. We want to empower individuals. We want to empower families and households. How do we do that? By providing you with knowledge. And part of that knowledge is, if you are facing this situation, too much debt, but I also need to save, what is it that I do? Given interest rates the way they've been going up, we would say any consumer experiencing some stress around paying back the debt, it is a good idea for two reasons to aim at reducing the debt. One, interest rates are going up, you pay less interest. Secondly, that kind of peace of mind of having things in control. You know, that habit of putting a little bit extra into that debt so that even if its rates continue to go, you are okay from being able to pay. Your bank can be your partner when you are struggling with finances?
You used the key word here, partner. And I think
Absolutely.
that's what
Walk the
led
journey
me.
with
Yeah, but completely. And from the day, because I was too young to get a check account from anyone.
There-
I started so early in this industry, no one would take me seriously.
Yeah.
I sat with a personal banker at NEDBANk who
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me because that person stuck with me for the first 10 years of my
There you
financial
go,
journey.
right? Because of the experience.
Exactly. There is something about having a partner in your corner who's gone through the dips, who knows how to capitalize on the highs. Why is it so important to build that kind of relationship with your bank?
Because we all know when you are facing challenges, we just want someone to be in our corner. We want someone who cares for us.
Yeah.
And for us, it's so critical at NEDBANK because often people think, I owe NEDBANK money. I must run away. If they are calling me, I'm not going to pick the call. We say, no. We're here through the challenging times. We're here through the moment when things are going well. And so we're saying, an account such as this transactional product, they help you earn as you save because you're getting rewards on groceries, on pharmacy, anything that you swipe on. And as a result, you remember who was there for you when it was tough. It was NEDBANK, just as we have said.
Yeah, so when times are good, we all benefit.
Absolutely.
And I think people often forget that you are in the business of keeping your market developing.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, what's the point of doing this? You
And
need
not
to.
repossessing cars and not repossessing homes.
Exactly.
That's not what we're in for. We're really in to drive financial wellness for individuals, and we do that by this partnership.
I absolutely love it. And my goals, kind of bouquet of account options, really do simplify this process. And I'd love to see that algorithm of how much of those numbers that feel out of our control, like inflation,
Yes.
are getting balanced out by the petrol money back, by the 50% off movie tickets. That in
Absolutely.
itself is a win.
Exactly.
Doc, your energy is amazing and
Thank
infectious and so authentic in this space. So thank you so much for being that true north within your organization.
Absolutely happy. And the one thing that I would like to mention to our viewers there, during difficult times like this, a NEDBANK Money app, our transactional account, what is it that they do? They remind you to be in the driving seat of your money through having a budget, through having a plan that says, here's how I can reduce debt, here's how I can put a little bit more so that I can achieve that goal. So we're really there to do good for consumers and the nation.
And I felt that when I moved out of my debt busters money pocket to tackle one of the big things that's been hanging over us, the feeling of satisfaction and
Relief.
future hope, relief, was amazing. Thank you so much for being in our corner, sir. We love you, Doc.
Absolutely. Great to be here.
It speaks to the organization. People do not decide their futures, they decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. I'm going to say that to myself every time I wake up. So think about your habits, those small things that you can make little changes now that will make a big difference in the long run. And to give you a massive financial boost, NEDBANK are giving one lucky viewer the chance to win 10,000 Rand. To enter, tell us what your favorite feature of the new NEDBANK My Goals account is. We've given you a host. You can enter on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages using hashtag Take Your Money Seriously. And the competition closes today at 11 a.m. We're going to get a lot of entries, so get on it. But you can find all the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. Doc, thank you.
Thank you. It was awesome. Thank you for having me on the show.
Love you.
Check this. This My Goals Plus account gives you cash back on groceries and 25 cents back per litre at BP. That's lit.
Lit in 2023. Whether I